This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2006 Ford F450 regular cab with dual rear wheels. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's two-wheel drive. Has a real long, nice utility box on it. This truck is a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in Sacramento. It has 228,700 miles. It's an XL, which is basically a work truck model. It's the vinyl floor and the vinyl seats. Let's see. It's on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. If you want to know how you get a salvage title or why you get a salvage title on a vehicle that's not damaged to a salvage level, to a real wreck level, then watch the little animated video we have. It'll tell you why. But basically, it's attorneys, of course. The attorneys for the insurance companies don't want any more liability in the future, so they don't want to get sued by you after you buy it from me because they've got gobs of money and I don't. So they give it a salvage title, which implies no warranty or no guarantee, and that's why they do it. They want to be divorced from this thing, so they are. Anyway, once we get them here, we do a 2-hour video, and this is our inspection here. This is what they look like. And then I do my little cheat sheets over here for some reason because I need to. It makes me feel like I'm doing something. This one got a battery. It got front and rear brake pads. It got a new windshield. The steering gearbox was loose, typical of heavy-duty Fords. Also got a new steering stabilizer strut. New wiper blades. And from the theft of the vehicle, they broke the ignition and broke the door lock cylinder. So it got a new door lock cylinder and a new ignition cylinder. And that was it. After that, it went to detail. It's got a few dings and dents, nicks and stuff, which actually for a work truck, it doesn't have that many. If you'd like, we have 4 pictures before it left Sacramento of what it looked like, exterior pictures. Check those out. It basically looks exactly the same as this, except we did a little bit of touch-up paint on some of the big scratches. This has got a little push-in right there on the front bumper. I think it actually is a very good-looking truck for a work truck. But I had a little bit of time to kill. I was a little bored. It's kind of interesting. At some point, somebody put a white wheel on the front, on the driver front, and a gray wheel on this one. I don't know what it's all about, but the good news is it's got a nice set of tires. So I don't really think it matters to the work guy who's using this truck what the tires look like, right? Jason's going to come out here and help me with a couple of these things, make sure that... There you go. This door right here, if you look at the pictures, you can see that there's a dent back here. I just touched it up, touched up these scrapes so that it didn't look so nasty, but it does latch. And this lock does push through. You can put a lock in. Okay, that's that side. You got the tailgate, that'll come down right. That is a long bed. All right. He's going to go to the other side and open it up for me. You got a tow package down here. This side's going to look pretty much like the other side. There you go. There's an old Craftsman toolbox in there without any drawers. I'm not really sure what that was about. They probably stole everything that was in there by the drawer. It's probably easier for them to steal when they stole it, huh? Just take the drawers. So we'll leave it in there. If you want to take it out, obviously just yank it on out, right? And that's that. Let me show you the rear tires. The rear tires are probably 20% tread on the outside, which is normal to have lower tread on the outside tire. The inside tire looks like it's about 50% tread. You might need to do those inside tires fairly soon. So really, for the near future, probably needs Probably needs at least 2 tires in the next 5,000 miles for the outside. That'll be it. I know it does have a TCB fault code. That is trailer brake control module. Most people just put their own trailer brake on a vehicle, and they don't use Ford's because Ford's does that. And trailer brake controls are pretty cheap, and they're better than the one that Ford has. So we're not going to deal with that code. That's kind of silly. 228,680 miles. I'm going to open up the hood. I'm going to show you underneath the hood. New battery on this side, original battery on the other side. There's your Ford stamp there. That's warm. Woo. Getting hot in Tucson. All right. The Ford stamp's right there between my finger and thumb. There's another Ford stamp. And there's the Ford stamp there. All that's telling you is that these parts haven't been replaced on the front end. So you don't have to worry about front end crash damage. Well, unless they were crazy enough to put Ford parts on, which is highly unlikely, but I suppose it's possible. Not sure what they had plugged in here. Probably some sort of a tool mount or something. That's a manual. Seats on this side are okay. Seats on that side are a little torn up, but it's a work truck. So if you want it to look better, go get yourself a $26 seat cover and call it a day. This has the same thing on this side. I have no idea what they had mounted there, but they had something. Anyway, like I said, a seat cover and you're good to go, or just sit on it the way it is. Nothing going on under there. It's interesting, it does have tilt wheel, and that works. Complete XL trucks usually don't have some of the options this one has, such as tilt. This one also has cruise. There's your cruise. I'm putting a seatbelt on now. And I've got earphones in right now because it's a little windy. You can't hear the microphone with the wind unless I wear these. All right.
1117. That's 721.
There's your radio. Radio works fine. Cup holder. Like I said, it does need a trailer brake module. Module. I think it's I think that's what they call it, trailer brake control module. So that's why you get that code. Well, we're not doing it because it's kind of an unnecessary part, and when you get them, they break. So just get one of those little trailer brake controls that goes up near your knee, and you'll be good to go. Air works perfectly. It's cold in here. It does have a crack up here in the windshield, really high. If you'd like us to get a new windshield, they're $129 before it ships out. We'll, just add that and we'll put it in. But it's way out of your sight, line of sight. So it's kind of unnecessary money to spend on something. We're trying to keep the price down here. That's tow on and off. And let's go for a ride. All right, obviously, when you buy a vehicle, you need plates and insurance. On a salvage title, you can get neither. So if you're going to come here to drive it home, we have to take it to motor vehicles and have the cops inspect it, badge-wearing cops inspect it. They give it what's called a level 3 inspection. With that, we can go get you a restored salvage title. Then you can get plates and insurance. We charge $200 to do that for you before it ships out or before you come to pick it up and drive it home. It's money well spent, and it's mandatory if you're coming here to drive it home. I would do it also if you're shipping, but that's up to you. Let's see. Then there's a $250 dock fee, and there's taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 3% and you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay 5% tax. That's your 3 plus R2, a $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. If you pay by wire and ship, all you pay is the agreed upon price, no dock fee, no ship, no dock fee, no taxes, and no restore. I still strongly suggest you have us restore the title before it leaves on a shipping truck, unless you're absolutely positive you can get it done with the bill of sale that we will mail you, with the notarized title that we will mail you, and with the truck itself, because that's all you're going to get. So just double check with motor vehicles. If you're not sure, 100% sure you can get it done, please spend the $200 and have us do it. Anyway, this thing's a nice truck, really nice truck, running really, really well. The steering, obviously, now it's got a new steering gearbox and new stabilizer strut. Steers great. Very stiff suspension in an F450, and our roads suck on this side of town. As you can see, we're just going through pothole and bump after bump. But for all that jogging around here, we're not really getting too many vibrations at all. Got a huge box on the back and nothing. Let's see, warranty information, or actually deposit information. Deposit is $500. Once we get your deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com and you'll know it's yours until it's for sale. Let's see. Warranty information. Obviously, this thing is way out of warranty by miles and year. Basically, the people who built this truck said we know what's going to happen until X amount of miles or X amount of years. It's way past that. Basically, what they're also saying is they have no idea what's going to happen after that many miles or years, so we don't want to pay for it. Okay? So they built it, they know more than we know. Even though we are easily, we are the experts in at least in Tucson on a 6.0. We don't know more than they know, so we don't know if this thing's going to need an injector next week or not. Right now, it runs great. It doesn't need anything at all. Except maybe 2 outside tires in the next couple thousand miles. That being said, you're taking on some risk. If you don't like risk, buy a brand new one. Have that box put on. It'll cost you about $40,000, and you'll have 3 years of peace. And then you'll owe 30-something thousand still, and you'll have no warranty. At least bumper to bumper, will be gone. So, you're saving a bunch of money buying from us, but you're also adopting a little bit of risk. With that risk comes some responsibility. You have to know what you're buying, and you have to know that you're going to spend some of the money you saved on a repair sooner or later. It's as simple as that. If you don't get that, don't buy anything used. Don't buy a toaster. Don't buy a microwave oven. Don't buy a Lazy Boy recliner used, because they might break. That's what happens. Used stuff breaks. Let's see. That said, if you look at our ad, you'll see that we offer the bulletproof package for $1,900. The Achilles heel, as everyone knows of a 6.0, is the EGR cooler, oil cooler combination. It's the weakness. It's the design flaw that this truck had. There are plenty of design flaws with Duramax and Cummins, by the way. So before you go crapping on 6.0s, trust me, at least 6.0's issue is much more affordable than the others. I've been there a million times, and the others are very upsetting. So retail shops charge anywhere between $3,000 and $5,000 to do a bulletproof EGR cooler, a Ford oil cooler, Rotella oil and filter, and coolant. If you buy a vehicle from us and you want that done, we'll do it for $1,900. Smoking deal. This one doesn't need it. It's fine right now. But if you want to do it as a preventative, so you feel good and you don't have to worry about that problem, then we're the place to get it done before it leaves, before you show up to drive it home, or before it ships out. $1,900 is a smoking deal. Do your research. You'll find that that's a very good deal. We're charging people well over twice that if they want to just come in and have us do that for their truck. So it's a good deal for people who buy from us. I suggest you take advantage of it. I think that's about it. Runs great, shifts perfectly, air's cold. You know all the flaws. Please look at the ad. You'll see 50 pictures my brother will take. You can use a little instrument in there that clicks on it. You can zoom right in on it as close as your face could get to it. It's a pretty cool device. You'll also see the title in the ad. That's about it. Thank you for your time.